New channel name, new look, new banner, new everything. Welcome to DFB TV and welcome to the official and the final Universe Mode series. Yes, welcome to Universe Mode episode number 1 here in the UWA, as we call it, Ultimate Wrestling Association. And there you see our co-CEO Dylan Price picking up the microphone. Let's hear what he has to say here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dylan Price, and I am the co-owner of this great company, the UWA. Now, me and the other co-owner have made an agreement that I will run all things involved with Adapt, and he will run all things with our other brand, Apex. So with that being said, tonight marks a new era in professional wrestling. Tonight, in our main event, there will be a fatal 4-way match to crown our inaugural undisputed heavyweight champion. And that match will be contested between AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and Dominic Mysterio. But ladies and gentlemen, that is not all. Kicking us off in just a matter of seconds will be a tag team match where the winners will go on to our first pay-per-view, Ground Zero, in just a couple weeks' time to fight to become the first ever undisputed tag team champions. Enjoy the show, everybody. And enjoy the show we will, because kicking us off is an instant classic in the making. Nathan Frazier and Axiom, the two men making up the team of Fraxium, will be taking on a bona fide all-star team, that being Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, also known as DIY. And there you see Nathan Frazier having some fun on the way to the ring. That is what these two men like to do. They like to have fun and they like to go fast. But Axiom making sure Nathan Frazier realizes the gravity of this situation. And speaking of gravity, these two men love to defy gravity every chance they get. And tonight that is going to be their key to victory against a team like DIY. Nathan Frazier and Axiom have to pull out all the stops if they want to move on to Ground Zero to fight to become the first ever undisputed tag team champions. But now it is time to bring out their opponents. And here comes Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, coming out to that all familiar theme song. Now, if you're wondering why Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa call themselves DIY, it's because they made a career doing it yourself. They weren't supposed to be where they are today in their career, but they fought so hard, so well throughout their career that the crowd demanded them to get pushed, demanded them to get signed to contracts where they spent most of their career. But now they are here in the UWA. They are here in the Ultimate Wrestling Association, and they're looking to capture gold. But to do so, they got to get through Nathan Frazier and Axiom. But if anyone's going to do it, it is going to be DIY. If anyone is going to go and capture undisputed championship gold, it is going to be these two men that you see right in front of you. And you hear the crowd loving every minute of this. They realize we are in for an instant classic. And here we go. The bell is about to ring. We are in for the instant classic. I know I've been saying it a lot, but it is true. Tommaso Ciampa trying to start this match off hot. Nathan Frazier remaining calm. And that might be to his detriment. Nathan Frazier, in my opinion, needs to push the pace. Needs to go fast. Needs to do what Fraxium has always done. That is what has led them to success up to this point. And there you see Axiom trying to will his friend Nathan Frazier back into this. Nathan Frazier able to avoid disaster there, but Tommaso Ciampa shutting him straight back down. Ciampa trying to rake at the face. Nathan Frazier able to come back some punches here, and there's a super kick. Now getting in the face of Johnny Gargano, taunting in the DIY corner. Bold and brash, the Englishman. Nathan Frazier, a man who is trained by Seth Rollins, mentored by Seth Rollins, Many people believe he is the next Seth Rollins. But Johnny Gargano tipping Nathan Frazier off the ropes before we can see what he is capable of. DIY, always going to be there for each other, always going to help each other out, always going to be good at doing what this is right now, and that is cutting off the ring. And that is what leads to success in tag team matches, cutting the ring off. Making your opponent have to fight for every single inch that they can get. And Axiom trying to get the crowd back into this, trying to will on Nathan Frazier and just saying forget about it, diving off the apron onto Johnny Gargano. Axiom moving too fast for Gargano. Gargano now just tossing Axiom away. Nathan Frazier trying to fight back now in defense of his partner. Now tossing Johnny Gargano back into this ring. Up to the top rope, Nathan Frazier, but being once again tossed off the top by Gargano. Gargano right where he wants to be. Tag to Tommaso Ciampa. And a nice little double team move here and a kick straight to the jaw of Nathan Frazier. Referee in position. Tommaso Ciampa's feet were on the ropes. Nathan Frazier looking at him like, what was that, man? And another super kick from Frazier. Frazier fired up right now. Strike after strike, but Tommaso Ciampa once again shutting down the momentum, and another tag to Gargano. And a back body drop followed by the senton. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa just too good. Too much experience with each other. In tag team action, that is. Gargano, a drop kick straight to the face of Nathan Frazier. And a double stomp from the top. That could have ended this right here. Nathan Frazier a bit too loopy to capitalize on what he had there. And a nice little belly-to-belly overhead suplex from Gargano. Nathan Frazier now capitalizing, trying to fight back. Needs to just make the tag to Axiom. If Axiom wants any chance to win this match, Frazier needs to make the tag here. Gargano though, drop kick to the back of the head. Frazier's defenseless, nothing he can even do here. A kick out at 2-1, it says the referee. Frazier might not look like he has anything left right now, but he is still in this matchup. He is still in this fight. But now being long darted into the middle turnbuckle. And that's one. But Axiom there to break up the cover. Frazier has not had any luck in this match whatsoever. And that lucky rope break there, that Gargano escaped, that crossface was locked in. And Gargano missing the splash, went for a springboard splash, missing it wildly. Overshot the landing there. Nathan Frazier has a chance. Well, forget what I was saying. Drop kick from Gargano again. Frazier now finally making the hot tag to Axiom, but Tommaso Ciampa, the Black Heart, a man who is called the Psycho Killer, when he goes to that place, was able to hit that neck breaker there, but Axiom right back on top. Axiom, a very analytical wrestler, analyzes his opponents, learns their weaknesses, learns what makes them tick, and that is exactly what he has done here. While watching his partner being dismantled by DIY, he has learned everything about them. He has learned everything he needs to know. And now Axiom going to work here against DIY. Went for almost a Superman forearm there. And a drop kick. Nice little recovery there from Axiom. But nothing a recovery can do when a knee is planted straight on your jaw. Axiom catching the kick, trying to continue forward, trying to soldier forward. Nice little enziguri in the corner. Tommaso on wobbly legs. Axiom going to the top. And a frog splash from Axiom. Is this it? Is this all she wrote? 2 and a kick out. A kick out from Ciampa. Axiom beside himself. That was their best shot so far in this matchup. My goodness gracious. Looked like Axiom tried to go for a chop block there. Tried to take out the knee of Tommaso. Trying to prevent that knee strike from landing again. You know that hurt Axiom at this point. And there's an elbow drop from Gargano. Once again, nice teamwork from DIY. And now one final beat DDT on the apron. The co-CEO Dylan Price said it. I said it. Everybody knew what this match was going to be. And that is an instant classic in the making. Gargano now a double stomp, a man possessed. Tossing Axiom back into the ring. Trying to take care of Frazier. Trying to keep him out of this matchup. Trying to take him out of the equation. And now Axiom spearing Tommaso off the apron. Missing the Superman forearm again. And Gargano capitalizes. And an easy kick out there from Axiom. What a match this is. And there's a super kick square on the jaw of Axiom again. And Frazier are there to break up the cover, hitting a neck breaker now. Bit of revenge there from Frazier. Axiom is on wobbly legs, now being tossed into the DIY corner, able to avoid disaster. Now Gargano. Oh, I believe he was going for a knee strike there, but Axiom able to take out the legs, able to go low. Axiom tossing Gargano down to the apron. Now hitting some strikes, and there's a drop kick to the outside of the ring. And a spear to Tommaso Ciampa. Axiom taking this fight to the outside, taking this fight to this raucous crowd. Axiom trying to think of what he has to do to pull off a victory here tonight. Into the corner, up into the Fraxium corner. And ladies and gentlemen, this might be it. This might be all she wrote. Brain buster and a frog splash. Fraxium to advance. Fraxium to advance. No more Tommaso, but Johnny Gargano. Showing what that rebel heart can do. And now a submission. The Gargano escape. Locked in by Frazier. But Tommaso was there to break it up, in a bit of an ultra instinct there from Nathan Frazier. Able to avoid disaster from Tommaso Ciampa. And now taking Tommaso out of the equation again. Gargano, though, so much fight left in this man. If you've seen what he could do back in the NXT days, you know this is nothing to Johnny Gargano. He is used to the deep waters. He is used to fighting with every ounce of being that he has. Gargano on wobbly legs, though, being hard buckled into the Fraxium corner, but sweeping the leg of Nathan Frazier. And now delivering chops and strikes, and an RKO from Gargano. Gargano tagging in the Blackheart, tagging in the Psycho Killer. Now it's Tommaso Ciampa eating that Superman forearm that finally connects. Finally finds its mark. And a tag to Frazier. I don't think that was a wise idea. Tommaso Ciampa taking advantage of what was most likely a really dumb idea. And a tag. A huge tag team victory here for DIY. DIY has punched their ticket to ground zero. They will fight to become the first ever undisputed tag team champions in UWA's history. And man, can we just give a round of applause to both these teams. An absolute dogfight to start the UWA. An absolute war to start Universe Mode. My goodness gracious. These two teams left everything they had in the middle of that ring. But in the end, only one team could walk out, and that was the boys, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, DIY. And there you see the closing moments of this matchup, that frog splash connecting. And Gargano here with that super kick square on the jaw. That was most likely the turning point of this entire match. What we thought was the end right there. Johnny Gargano somehow kicking out, but it was an impromptu tag from Nathan Frazier. The miscommunication that gave DIY the victory here. And these two going to celebrate for certain. And they deserve to do just that. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, we will see you at Ground Zero. And now it is time for the aforementioned championship main event. The undisputed heavyweight championship is on the line. The first ever undisputed heavyweight champion will be crowned. And making his way to the ring first, none other than the American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes. And ladies and gentlemen, love him or hate him, you have to respect him. This man went from undesirable in his career to undeniable. Made himself a star, and it was not overnight. Cody Rhodes has fought for every single thing that he has, and he has earned every single thing he has. And tonight, he is looking to go on and earn that undisputed heavyweight championship on the debut episode here of Universe Mode. And enter one of his opponents here tonight, the man they call phenomenal, the definition of total non-stop action, AJ Styles. AJ Styles, a man who has had a career for the record books, a career for the history books, whatever you want to say. This man, I can't even begin to describe how good he is in this ring. AJ Styles is here in the UWA, and he is looking to capture gold here tonight. AJ Styles, a man who has won championships all over the world. Japan, Mexico, the United States, Canada, wherever he has gone, he has won championships. AJ Styles looking to do the same here in the UWA. But to do so, he has to get through Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and of course, Dominic Mysterio. And here comes the Scottish psychopath, the chosen one, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, you hear the boos raining out. This crowd letting him know how they feel. Drew McIntyre, hate him or love him, he is a man who has earned this opportunity, a man who has earned his career back, earned his livelihood back. Drew McIntyre went from his career being dead in the water, most likely never looking to succeed ever again, and then he went away, reinvented himself, got bigger, got stronger, got better all around, and Drew McIntyre came back and is looking for redemption. And he got that in other companies, but here in the UWA, he is looking to make a name for himself, to show that he is still that guy, to show that he still has what it takes to be a top guy. And to do so, he has to get through AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, and of course, the man of the hour, Dominic Mysterio. I have nothing to say about this guy. Dominic Mysterio, one of the most despicable human beings on the roster. Don't even get me started on that stupid mustache, that stupid mullet. Just embracing the boos at this point. That's all he can do. I mean, you gotta respect it at this point. A man who's able to take this much boos from the crowd. I can barely hear myself think over the boos from this crowd. And honestly, Dominic Mysterio deserves every single one of those boos. Just embracing it at this point. I don't think Dominic even cares. My goodness, let's just stop listening to the entrance at this point. Let's get to the match, yeah? And there you see that precious undisputed championship that for our sake I hope doesn't go around the waist of Dominic Mysterio. And here we go, the bell about to ring for the main event of episode 1 of Universe Mode. And Dominic Mysterio's here. Here we go. Somebody take out Dominic, please, AJ. Please, someone. Cody Rhodes picking at McIntyre, dropping him on his neck already. The match has just begun and we are starting off with fireworks. Please, somebody take out Dominic. Sunset flip. Dominic Mysterio. Please, Cody, do it for the fans. Do it for the people. Yeah, shout out Dusty. Or Goldust, yeah. So flustered with Dominic Mysterio beating this match. Say what you want. Say what you want about him living rent-free in my head. This man should not hold the Undisputed Championship. He should not be our first champion. Cody Rhodes has that kendo stick. I hope he uses it on Dominic. AJ Styles doing the world a favor, taking care of Dominic Mysterio. Oh, come on. Yeah, Cody. Cody Rhodes taking care of business. And Dominic Mysterio's fighting back. Come on, Cody, you're better than this. Alright, all jokes aside, Dominic Mysterio, a very talented wrestler. And an elbow drop to the outside of the ring. Dominic Mysterio, of course, the son of the legendary Rey Mysterio Jr. And Dominic looking to make his own legacy here tonight. Looking to win Undisputed Championship gold. And AJ Styles now lifted up Cody Rhodes. Nice little neck breaker there from AJ. Looked like Cody Rhodes was going to get out of it for a minute. And McIntyre now a headbutt to the back of the dome of Dominic Mysterio. And tossing him into the steps. And this is just chaos on the outside of the ring. Everyone fighting everybody going for everybody's head. And you see the alliances already forming in this matchup. Those short-lived alliances is what wins gold. And AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre know that very well. You isolate and take out the other two opponents in this matchup. And then it's just a one-on-one fight between Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles. But Cody Rhodes saying, no, I'm in this match too. And dropping McIntyre on his neck. AJ trying to go after Cody. Cody had it scouted in a clothesline from the American roller coaster. Cody Rhodes. Not sure exactly what he was looking for there. A suplex from AJ Styles. I'm sure it was not it. And referee in position. Count of 1. And a kick out by Rhodes. Cody Rhodes still fighting. Still doing everything he can to win this matchup. And that's calf crusher submission locked in. There is no rope breaks in this match. I know someone was thinking it. AJ Styles now. Styles clash. Styles clash to McIntyre. But AJ looking to do more damage. Knows McIntyre. Knows him very well. Knows that's not going to be it. But Dominic Mysterio a little too dumb to realize that. Dominic playing possum here. Trying to get away from an angry AJ Styles, who hits the phenomenal blitz on Cody Rhodes. And now McIntyre went for a kick to the gut. Dominic Mysterio showing some impressive moves here, and a low blow from Dominic Mysterio. As I'm giving you props. And a kick out by AJ. No longer going to be able to have kids. AJ Styles taking the low blow from Dominic Mysterio. And Cody Rhodes now firing off. And a dive to the outside, missing wildly. Drew McIntyre, I don't even think, realized that Cody Rhodes was trying to dive at him. Rhodes almost just went into our announce table. And Rhodes clearly upset by that. Upset by his lapse in judgment. Clearing off the announce table. Cody Rhodes now has a chair in hand. But Dominic Mysterio getting out of the way. Every attempt at offense from Rhodes has backfired in the past couple moves. McIntyre just tossing a limp AJ Styles into this ring. Now Drew McIntyre just letting Dominic do whatever he wants. Letting Dominic take care of business. And now just picking the scraps. Rhodes getting back to his feet. Rhodes sliding back in the ring now. Has a history with Drew McIntyre. You might remember them, a little makeshift tag team back in the day. Rhodes and McIntyre, much respect between the two. But this is a whole nother game. This is a whole nother company. And gold is on the line. McIntyre taking out Rhodes. Frog splash from Dominic. Please, somebody, get rid of Dominic, please. 1, 2, and Rhodes there to break up the cover. We almost had Dominic Mysterio as a champion. I don't want to imagine a world where Dominic Mysterio is our undisputed champion. McIntyre doing the world a favor, taking out Dominic. And now Rhodes being dismantled by AJ Styles, who's swinging a chair wildly at the skull of Rhodes. But Rhodes now, a forearm, taking out AJ. Rhodes. Oh, and a clothesline from AJ. I believe Cody was about to go for crossroads. Cody, never mind. AJ once again having it scouted. 2 attempts at a crossroads have been thwarted by AJ Styles. I don't know what word I just said. It was not thwarted, though. Another German suplex from AJ Styles again. And AJ with a knee right on the dome, right on the top of the dome of Cody Rhodes. Cody just tanking that hit. And a crossroads finally connecting. Rhodes, crossroads. Good night. Thanks for coming. No, AJ Styles kicking out. Cody Rhodes looking to go for it again, looking to capture gold. Crossroads number 2. Rhodes in the cover. AJ done for, and Rhodes winning the gold. Cody Rhodes is your first ever undisputed heavyweight champion. Cody Rhodes, the first champion in Universe Mode history. the American Nightmare, takes his throne. There you see Cody Rhodes went wild with that kendo stick, and Dominic Mysterio, as much hate as I gave him through this match, I am proud of him for making his own legacy in this sport outside of his father's legendary career. And McIntyre, I thought he had it right here. I thought he had the victory, but Dominic, all credit to him, was able to kick out. But then it was Rhodes. Crossroads number 1. I thought it was it once again right here. So many near falls in this matchup. It's so nice he had to do it twice. Cody Rhodes, after the second Crossroads, getting the victory here. And McIntyre just moments away from being able to make this matchup continue. But it was not McIntyre's night. It was not Dominic's night. It was not AJ's night. It was this man's night. The American Nightmare sits at the top of Adapt. Take your moment, Cody. We're here for you, buddy. Wait a minute. What's happening? Will somebody go get a camera on it. What's happening? That's Kevin Owens.
Everybody knows it. You sit back here in your stupid suit, pretending you're important. I'm important. You're not.
Kevin Owens attacking, I believe that's Santos Escobar.
Nothing against you. I should have been in that match. I should have been undisputed champion. Not Cody. Not anybody else. Me, Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, I believe what we just heard is him throwing a tantrum about not being in the Fatal 4-Way match for the undisputed title. Somebody go help him. Please, somebody get back there. I don't think Escobar's conscious of what he's doing. He is out on his feet right now. Somebody get back there. Somebody help this poor man. This sick crowd, you hear them chanting. You hear this sick and twisted crowd chanting, "Kill Owens, kill." Somebody stop this. Escobar's just out on his feet right now. Escobar nowhere he can go. And he's trying to tap, hoping this ends. I don't think this is going to end anytime soon. Somebody stop this. Somebody please get back there.
I want to.
What's he think? What's he doing? Oh my goodness!